What's up guys, Maniacs here, and welcome to the Devoured Dead. Now this is a new game that popped up today on GameJolt, and it's part of the new Asylum 2016 game jam that's going on right now. Now, the developers for this game, I believe their name is Space Octopus, if I recall. It's something around there. If I didn't say it right, I apologize. If I said it right, I remembered, which, again, I probably didn't. Anyway, this is a new game they came out with this year, and the developer actually sent me, or one of the developers, maybe it was a developer, sent me a message on YouTube and was like, hey, you played one of our old games from the last game jam, which happened last year. We were wondering if you would check this one out. Now, it wasn't like a specific message directed towards me. There was a couple of the YouTubers that they sent it to, but I was like, hell yeah, because the game that they designed was Sweet Home, which is a game that I absolutely loved. It was one of my favorite horror games I played last year when it comes to the indie community, because it was a game that was built in only 48 hours, because it was part of the last Asylum Jam, and I don't remember if it won, or if it would, hopefully it at least finished in the top couple. I don't know if it did one or not. I don't remember. Anyway, it was a great little game. You played as a little boy and his mom, or you played as a little boy who just moved into a new house with his mom, and everything's kind of like still in boxes, just, stashed all around the house. And you start exploring the house, going back and forth. And all it was like the living room, the kitchen, and I believe it was his bedroom and her bedroom upstairs. And you had to keep finding different things and moving the story forward and everything. It was a really cool and well-crafted little game, and it was only made in 48 hours, which blew my mind, because the atmosphere and like the tension that the game had throughout the entirety of it was great. So I'm curious how this one is going to play out. Now, this one takes a little bit of a different perspective in the sense that this is a point-and-click style game. It's like a side-scrolling point-and-click game, but it's not like the first-person aspect that Sweet Home was. But I'm hoping that they have the same sound design and they have the same like creepy vibes that I got from that one. So I don't know if this one's going to be as scary or more scary. I have no idea. I don't really know anything about it. All I know is that you play as a spirit and you're trying to recollect what the hell happened and why you're stuck in this house or whatnot. So it looks really good. It looks really nice. It's built in the Unreal Engine, so it should look pretty decent. I'm curious how this one's going to play out, but then again, I love Sweet Home, and I had no knowledge of what that game was about when I went into it, and it turned out to be one of my favorite games I played last year, and a video that a lot of people checked out. So I was like, absolutely, I want to check it out. So there's a lot of games that came out during the new Asylum Jam, and I'm bummed that I can't play them and record more videos. I wish I could do multiple videos because there's a lot of really good ones that came out, but the developers asked me for this, and if I saw that it was the same developers, I would totally choose this one anyway. But I wish I could make more than just one video a day. I really do. So let's go ahead and start and see what this one has to offer. Okay, that's me. Okay. So you can just click and drag. Okay. Not really drag, but okay, so there's something over there. What is that? Is that a hole in the wall? I think that's what that is. And there's a door here. But where will that take me? What is that hole in the wall? Oh. Oh, did I go in the fireplace? Oh, okay. Did I go in the fireplace? Alright. Cool. I came here as a guest once. At the time, I was just passing through. I do recall that much. I was greeted by my gracious host, the owner of the house. He had opened the place up to travelers from all places. The next time, it was under more unpleasant circumstances, and I moved through these halls under the cover of darkness. I was starved, confused. My first impulse was to make a quick theft, collect what I could from the old man's private collection upstairs, and turn that what little money I could from it. So I was a thief? Why would I need to hide? Why is there a hide feature? Oh! I'm assuming it's that. Oh, I saw something. Okay. What the fuck was that? I heard like chanting. I was like, I couldn't actually really go with what they were saying. I didn't know what it was. So you can hide in pretty much anywhere. And it looks like there's a lot of different doors or whatnot. I like that. Oh, do I have like an actual spirit when I stand still? No, I'm still just the same glowing thing. That's actually kind of cool. So I got a key. I don't know where that goes though. Can I go back to that first room? Because it looked like there was another path I could go. Oh, I can't. I came through what looked to be like the fireplace, but can I open? Oh, okay. I couldn't help myself. I treated myself to a taste of the old man's liquor stock, and that's when my plan began to form. Certain that he had more supplies in his kitchen than he could possibly keep stock of. I think it says resolved to start there and carve out something not unlike a legitimate lift for myself. Okay. Oh, this door's undone now. Okay. Ooh. Okay. I found a passage while rummaging through the pantry here, a dank, moist little tunnel that spiraled down into the bowels of the house. It was there that I set up my operation. The house's owner was absent, away on some trip, and I set myself to work putting together a makeshift still. Liquor was forbidden, and I was sure that I could turn my fortune around by manufacturing something quickly and cheaply, safely outside of suspicion by operating beneath the house of a modern-day aristocrat. Why is there an axe? I have the axe. Why do I have the axe? I was just clicking on it. I didn't know if it would give me something else. Okay. Alright, so I can hide again if I need to. I really don't like those noises. Alright, let's bash this down. How do I... That was weird that I had to click over here for it. That's okay. Ah, now I'm in the basement, so I'm just more or less following his path. I'll let this load out for a second. This is really cool. I mean, the game is actually... like really pretty looking if you look at it in its own little way. It's not like super graphics or anything like that, and everybody needs to remember that's watching this video, hopefully you're watching it, this is part of an Asylum Jam, which means it's a game jam, which means it was only made in 48 hours. I'm very impressed by what I see so far. So, the old man, the one who owned the place, he had brought something back with him from his latest trip. I had been working unnoticed in that basement for months when it showed up. A writhing, horrific thing with malice in its eyes greeted me from behind a cage in the room I had once used for my operations. I saw no mouth, but the creature's teeth glistened at me in the darkness of the basement. Those teeth, they contorted, twisting upwards into an alien mockery of a smile, jagged and cracked. I ran, certain that the old man had some trophy in his personal quarters I could use to defend myself. As I forced my way through that small tunnel to the kitchen, I heard the steel of the thing's cage buckle and break behind me. Oh, good. So it broke out of its cage. There's the cage. That's not good. Oh. I didn't mean to do that. Oh! Okay, I actually really like that. It's kind of cool. Oh, good. Look at the giant fucking chain. Was I down here working that entire time and not notice the giant chain there? Because I don't know if he brought that back with him as well. So, I got something. I don't know what the hell it was that I got. But I seem to have gotten something. I don't know where I can go now. I can't go there. Is there a path over here? Yes, there is. Cool. Okay. Whoa. Oh. Oh. That camera angle was trippy as balls. It's actually really cool sounding. I think I'm just going to wait for the camera angle to fix itself, because this is insane what I'm looking at right now. Maybe. I probably shouldn't have. Is this just spinning from forever now? There's a door. This is really cool how it incorporates the house. And how it, like, teleports between each room. I think that's kind of unique. Now, some people could say, oh, well, they just didn't want to design an animation around it. Which they technically could have. But then again, it'd also be a thing where, if you guys notice, most of the rooms seem to connect. Aside from that one where it's just like, oh no, we're going to flip-flop you on an opposite end of the house. I was overtaken with fear. I had not intended to threaten the old man, but my mind was burning with questions, and I needed an answer, any answer, to calm myself. I heard him outside, and Wow. I heard him outside, and in mistaking him for the thing from the basement, aimed the pistol I had found in the old man's dresser at the door. He stood, staring at me in silence as I demanded to know what happened, my hands shaking in the moment. pulled against the trigger with enough force to fire. I recall quite clearly that the old man was unharmed, but he fled down the hallway in a clear attempt to escape me. That was when the hallway seemed to swallow him whole, pulling him deeper into some dark recess of the house and outside of my view. Okay, so the creature got him. Is that the thing showing up, or is that just atmosphere? Oh, I'm back here. Oh. Okay, was this one open before? No, it wasn't. This is the bathroom. God, some of these noises, man. Oh, okay. I really do like the fact that it does have its own unique audio thing, and I really love the sound that it makes when the creature shows up. I think that's actually really cool. I wouldn't mind having a little track of that. Some people might think why it's just more or less sounds like chanting and stuff like that. I like that type of stuff. Like, for instance, when I was streaming Skyrim like 2 weeks ago, I love the intro music at the beginning at the main menu. It was fucking awesome. Like the chanting and just the drums and everything. That sounds awesome to me. I'm into that type of music. Anyway. Just like the owner of the house, I too was swallowed up by those endless twisting hallways before being eventually spit out into some other bedroom. I had no chance to get my bearings. I remember now but I ran, blood pumping. Jesus, I'm sorry. Blood pumped fast, drowning out any other sound the house may have made as it rushed through my ears. Whispers clouded my ears, assuring me that there would be no escape from this place. Soon, I found myself inside of the grand house's library. The place was familiar to me after the weeks I had spent there, learning the craft that I had practiced in the basement. But as I approached it on that night, I was filled with a sudden dread, my heart icing over with fear. I turned the handle regardless in some way. I found myself deserving of the fate that awaited me beyond the door. Whatever had been there that night turned me into what I am now. A spirit? Okay, so that door doesn't exist. And you don't have to click, which is nice. You can just kind of... Well, you have to click, but you can, like, just click and hold. Alright. Let's head down here. See? This is back where I started, I think. Not exactly where I started, but close. This is the other room that I could have gone into, I think. Either that or this door would have been locked. Okay. I'll just let it sit here and load out. Oh, now we got some really cool organ music. Okay. It caught me as I tried to open the door. The shifting Let's try that again. It caught me as I tried to open the door. The shifting imperceptible bulk of its body seemed to tense and expand, taking up the full space around me as its teeth, the only piece of it I could see, sank deep into the meat of my left leg. With some unknowable motivation, it pulled me screaming into the library, which was lit only by 2 small lights with no visible source that quickly scattered. I was left in that quiet, contemplative void for an impossible length of time as the beast, whatever it truly may have been, paced around me as if waiting for something. I think it wanted me to shout for help, but my throat was seized by some deeper fear. At most, I was able to manage a whimper, and the creature's patience quickly expired. Moments later, with a snap that echoed through my last moments, I was torn from my body and thrown somewhere high into this library ceilings. It took more than just my life, it was my memory as well. But now, I have it back, and that may be enough for now. Alright. That was honestly a very cool little game. Again, it wasn't super long, but that was really cool. And that's where it brings you back. At least there's music playing now. Okay, that was The Devoured Dead. I apologize for that, guys. I couldn't finish reading that last part. Then again, I probably would have flubbed it. You guys probably can't stand it when I read stuff like that. That was really cool. Very good, very cool game. I like the concept of it. I like the graphic style. I like the movement of the house and going through the doors and more or less just kind of going through the motions of going through the story. The creature was cool. I love the sound that it made when it showed up, like the chanting and the drums and everything. That sounded really cool. I think there was drums there. Anyway, That was really cool. I honestly like that. Developers, good job. I have to say, that was a very nice... You guys took it in a different way than Sweet Home was, but I like the way that you took it. So, from what I've seen from these developers, they have a really good track when it comes to first person and when it comes to side-scrolling or point-and-click adventure games. That's cool. I look forward to seeing what they come out with next year. I do believe they've released a couple of other games. I can't remember what they are exactly because I never played them. I probably should, though, whenever I get a chance, because these developers do a really good job with horror-themed stuff, and they do a great job with tension. Like the creature, if you guys noticed, every time I went into a room, the first thing I did was look for the lamp, just so I knew I could go and hide if the creature showed up. So all in all, that was really cool. There was a lot of instances when the music would just dead stop when you picked up something like that. I did like the break in the silence when it came up to some type of music or when the creature showed up. So I think it would have been kind of nice for music to be playing the entire time. But then again, it also adds that tension of, am I safe while reading this or something like that? It kind of gives you that sense of it's dead quiet in this house. So I don't know. I think it could have had something in the background. Maybe just ambiance of outside, or it could have just had like that calming music playing throughout the entire thing. But then again, it's a horror game and you don't want just calm music playing the entire time. I don't know. I'm just not a fan when it comes to dead silence in certain parts of games, I guess you could say. But it does give and add tension to the game. I don't know why I don't know why I say I don't like it, because don't listen to me. Anyway, that was a really cool game, developers. Thanks for letting me know that it popped up. Guys, look for more games from the Asylum Jam. I'm going to put a link to this game in the description below. As always, if there's something you guys are interested in, go download it, check it out for yourself. If there's something that I missed, let me know. And if you did enjoy the game as much as I did, go and vote for it, because I think these developers definitely deserve it. They do a really good job with this type of thing. Anyway, that's all the time I got for today, guys. Thank you all so much for watching. Check out the annotations for more videos that I've done. Let me know what you guys thought of this game in the comment section below, and I will see you guys next time. Maniacs out. Mom?
Surprise, but the average Numerian will probably freak out when they see an oversized yellow bunny asking them questions.